What is up, friends, family, and faithful viewers of Opinions Mostly Podcast? I'm the Shark Herps, feeling a little under the weather, if you would. You know who it is sitting directly across from me? The one and only Joe, Rich Boy, the Troll Spoiler Rich. Let's go.
Unlike you, I feel great. You know, like
Really?
Tony the Tiger? Like Tony the Tiger, I feel fantastic.
Great. Nobody remembers that shit. Come on now. That's one of those Mandela effects.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it lives on with our legacies as sports commentators. No.
Speaking of living on, Cloud 9 for Mahomes, I suppose, huh? This guy. Get a load of this guy. For those of you that don't watch football, oh my God, look at me. I got to put my glasses back on.
Your pupils are dilated.
Obviously, the Super Bowl was last night, guys. The Chiefs, I mean, what can you say? The Chiefs took it 38-35 over the Eagles. Not what everyone was expecting, and that's exactly why the NFL and betting is rigged. Okay, everyone's like picking the Eagles, so that way everybody else picks the Eagles, and then the ultimate payday happens for Vegas and all those rich motherfuckers that don't need money. Bull.
That's so
Bull.
true, man. Yep.
And that's why I picked the Chiefs and all the rest of them, even though the one I posted on here was Philadelphia.
How much money is Vegas up this morning, you know?
They're going to build a new casino, let me tell you.
Yeah, seriously. They're going to have they're going to build a second city, Las Vegas 2, right next to the original one.
Las Vegas Junior. LVJ.
LVJ, exactly.
It actually has a nice ring to it.
LVJ.
All right, so Joe, what's your opinion? Let's just get right to it, okay? What's your opinion on the holding call? The PI.
Look, if you don't want the holding call to be called, don't hold. The defensive back admitted in the locker room post game, I held them. I was hoping I was going to get away with it. Plus, if you look at the play a little bit closer and break it down just a hair more, the hold really initiates on the first move. The receiver makes a double move, goes in and then out, and then that hold was really initiated on the first move, where the D-back was impairing the receiver from being able to cross the route. So if you look at it closely and break it down a little further, it looks like the holding really happens right there on that first move before the second move happens.
He's a cornerback, just so you know. James Bradbury. Yeah,
James
okay.
Bradbury.
Let's make sure we get this right here.
I would also say, though, I wish these calls would be called consistently in the first half as they are in the second half. You know, there was in the first half, there was a drive that the Chiefs were on, and Juju got turned on a 3rd and 8 or something like that. Juju was coming across the middle of the field, and the D-back turned him entirely, and he couldn't catch the ball. Juju's looking around for the flag, and they're the only players in the middle of the field. There's no one else. So it's like, how do you miss that blatant of a call?
Well, what people got to remember too, though, is holding happens on every play, every single play.
Yep.
It's when it gets called. Like, was it enough? You know, or was it obvious? Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we can complain about the refs nonstop. Don't get me wrong, but it's just in that moment. How much money does the ref have on the game? That's the question. That's what we really got to ask.
There were a lot of penalties called last night, though. But I think most of them were warranted, like the false starts and the offsides and the neutral zone infractions that are happening. I think a lot of those calls were warranted, so give the refs credit on that.
Yeah, they did a better job than I think most people thought they were going to do. And people are just going to complain about it because they're just mad that Philadelphia didn't win. You know what I mean?
Look, here's the thing is, you know, depending on who you're rooting on and your vetted interest is in, that's depending on how you're going to feel about the call. You know, Kansas City's looking, good call, ref. He clearly held him there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
He's getting tugged. And to the ref's defense, he pulled that jersey out right in front of him too, you know.
Yeah, he's standing
that
right
play
there.
happened like literally right in front of him. I mean, this wasn't as blatant of a no call as the Rams and Saints, that PI that should have been called when he just D-back literally pushed him out of bounds, you know. But
yeah, well, if he wouldn't have called it, they would have reviewed it and be like, this was a terrible call. So pick the side of the coin, you know.
Yep, exactly. And if you're an Eagles fan, obviously you're up in arms. And then there's that one clip on social media of that Eagles fan banging on the TV on the fireplace.
Idiot. No, people are stupid.
I understand it's football, but you're gonna take it that serious where you're gonna do
I
literal
know.
structural damage to your home. I mean, I understand it's a TV, but what if this guy started pulled what's his name from
I don't
The
know what
Office
you're
where he
talking about.
punches the hole in the wall twice? Come on, man. Ed Helms' character. I'm totally
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Andy Bernard. Yeah, Andy Bernard.
Yeah.
What if an Eagles fan pulled an Andy Bernard and started punching holes and haymakers into the walls,
I mean,
breaks his knuckle on a stud,
let them do it. I was gonna say, let them do it. They have to pay for it. They have to fix it. Like, let them.
But what if they're at a friend's house, and they just go ape shit,
You don't think that guy's gonna have to buy him a new TV? Yeah, right.
Right.
If you came to my house and destroyed my TV, you buy me a bigger and better TV.
What's funny is if you look closer, and I know this, I'm gonna tell you why. If you look closer, that TV still had the sticker on it, the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I saw it. The same.
Why? You know why that sticker was still there?
Because they're gonna return it.
Because they were gonna return it. They were gonna return it today.
But now you can't. You can't return it.
What a lot of these people do during Super Bowl weekend is they buy a big ass TV on credit card and then just return it the following week, get their money back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what the American people are. That's what we do now. We're just fucking trash. We're just absolute trash.
So he owes.
Speaking of absolute trash. Speaking of absolute trash, this is going to be super controversial, but Brittany Griner, do you see that?
Well, everything was there. The script was written for everything. Brittany Griner and her wife.
Bro,
being there.
That is ridiculous.
Roger Goodell sitting next to Travis Kelce's mom.
Donna.
And then so that's Donna. And who was on the other side was
Damar Hamlin. Yeah. Scripted to the T.
This all just goes into the script. I hate it because this all goes into that controversy. Just feeds that fire. You know what I mean?
I guarantee you, Roger was like, "Hey," it's like his personal assistant. Hey, you got to go track down these people real quick. We're about to get the shot. And then they all come and sit next to him. They're all talking. He's like, "All right, see you guys."
You think Mrs. Kelce came to the game by herself without her husband or her other family members? And then they just happened to buy tickets right next to Damar Hamlin.
Yeah, come on now. And Roger, yeah, right.
All scripted, man.
But I can't stand that Britney's there. That's okay. Look, that's just like spitting in America's face. Like, it's wrong. Okay, it's ridiculous. I already have strong feelings about her getting released out of the Russia prison for breaking the law. And what about all the people here on U.S. soil that are in prison, incarcerated for like a gram of marijuana? Why don't we free those guys and send them to the fucking Super Bowl? Oh my God, dude.
Go one step further. I'm curious if she got those tickets for free.
Oh, I'm sure she got them for free.
She's an Eagles fan.
She got. It's ridiculous. And you know what? Holocaust was an arms dealer. So people are gonna be like, "Oh, people are dying and killing each other. Hey, we got to do something. Let's give them a fucking arms dealer."
Again, it's all about
logic.
It's all about appearance for the league. It's all about for all these leagues. It's all about appearance and how they appear. Public perception
shows how weak they are. That's weakness.
Anyway, it's interesting they showed her with when they did the whole Pat Tillman introduction too before the game. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. Yes, I was watching.
With Pat Tillman and a couple of other people that after 9/11 they decided to join the armed forces. And then they were
disrespectful.
Those people were on the field before the game during the national anthem, "America the Beautiful."
Yeah, I watched that whole.
I feel like they sang like 5 extra songs this year outside of the national anthem.
Who was it? Babyface.
Oh yeah, I was like, what? I don't remember "America the Beautiful" being played.
He was like playing, like he wasn't really playing the guitar, but dude, Chris Stapleton, hats off to that guy. That guy killed it. That was great, and he actually played the guitar, and he can sing like nobody.
The over under was 44.5 seconds from the national anthem. Glad we took
the over. Anyways,
what was your biggest surprise of the game? Was it the
Brittany Griner? No.
Okay, Brittany Griner. I was a little surprised.
I can't believe it. I'm still mad about that.
She does play for the Arizona WNBA team though. So actually, now that I take a step back a little bit and remember that, kind of
she shouldn't be there. She should be in Russia's prison.
Oh, that's fine. I get it, but
beside the point.
But she's an Arizona figurehead because she plays for the local team. So
where's the rest of her team?
It makes a little more sense to me now that
it doesn't.
She would be there.
Where's the rest of her team?
They couldn't afford it. No.
Oh yeah, because she got them for free. Couldn't afford it. That's right.
My biggest surprise was the playing field, the grass.
Oh yeah, how terrible it was.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Arizona. So State Farm was a stadium or arena, whatever they call it, State
Yeah.
Farm,
I
whatever.
don't-
They're infamous for rolling the grass out of the stadium and rolling it back in every single day so you can get pure natural Arizona sunlight. And you're still going to have that quality of fucking grass on the field. I saw it. I was before we got on. I saw this report that the NFL spent $800,000 in a year and a half growing this grass at a local sod farmer in Arizona area, in the Phoenix Scottsdale area, specifically for the Super Bowl. And it's still that fucking bad. I
Mhm.
don't understand how
Yeah,
you
I mean,
still
all
mess
the
it up.
players were complaining about it. They had to get bigger, longer cleats.
Did you see all the cuts to the bench where all the cleats are stacked up on the bench
Yeah.
line?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Is
how many other
it's
Denver has real grass? You don't see people stacking up their fucking cleats.
it was embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. The whole, you know what? Okay, the whole thing was embarrassing. It wasn't that great. The best part was the start and the end. That's it.
Rihanna killed it.
Look, okay, listen.
Rihanna
Rihanna can
killed it.
sing. She can sing, and the fact that she's doing it pregnant, awesome. I think she did a good job. Is it one of the top 5 greatest Super Bowl performances? No, not in my opinion, not at all. She didn't bring out anybody. She just kind of like, it was all dance. It was like a lot of dancing and like floating and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. It wasn't super.
Choreographed dance. It was more of a choreographed performance for sure.
Yeah, remember last
She
year?
has a lot of dance talk. She has a lot of dance tunes that she's featured on.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
I mean, I get it. I get it. Like, it's great. And like I said, she did a great job. She can sing. Like, I give her all the credit in the world, but it's just not. Last year's was dope with Dr. Dre. Ding, 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 ding. And then Snoop Dogg and then Eminem and
last
50
year,
Cent.
last year
was lit, bro.
Last year's going to remain undefeated for a while. There's no question. All the appearances, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, like, yeah, Mary J. Blige, it's, yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen though, is somebody's gonna come out and be like, do the whole double conspiracy thing again. How come it looks like demon worship? She was all in red and stuff, and floating up and down, and the stage below her was all red, like almost like a cross. It's gonna be a whole.
Well, she's always worn red. She's worn red all the time though.
Yeah, no, she's cool, man. She did a great job, but not my
when
favorite.
I saw that platform rise to basically the second level bowl, I was like, fuck that. I would never do.
She had a little harness on though. Shit, she would have been fine. But
yeah, I know she had a harness on, but even if you have a harness on, you can still feel the platform unstable a little bit. I mean,
yeah, there was one of the
unless she has no fear of heights and she's totally cool with it, then all power to her. But for me personally, ooh.
One of the shots you could see the platform, shaking. Yeah, I was like, oh shit,
man, dude, yeah.
Fuck.
Overall, how did you feel the game flow went? I mean, why do you think the Chiefs were able to pull it off outside of that no call or that tech call?
I actually was thankful that the game went the way it did because it was a high-scoring game. Offense, the defensive touchdown. Travis Kelce got a touchdown, got me paid. It stayed consistent. And it was entertaining the whole way through. And
why do you think it slipped up for the Eagles?
I think what happened was the script said Mahomes was going to hurt his ankle, and because he was going to hurt his ankle and return, it would be one of the greatest comebacks.
Yeah, I wouldn't say one of the greatest comebacks, but we all lit up like, ooh.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was over.
I think personally for me, it was a tale of two halves. The Eagles came out rolling in the first half. They were just dogs in the first half. They were doing everything they wanted to do on both sides of the ball. They're getting stops from the Chiefs, and I think one of the biggest parts of the game was Jalen Hurts fumbling it voluntarily, essentially. Like he was trying to switch hands, and then
he messed that up.
And can you imagine if, like, even if the Eagles didn't score on that drive, but if they got a field goal or just punted it and made that much more distance for the Chiefs to come back down, I think the mentality would have been different coming out in the second half. I mean, one touchdown less on the board for the Chiefs. They got the whole.
I mean, further. Yeah, I gotta tip my hat to Mahomes because his acting career is about to take off, dude. Let me tell you, he's following the script and he's very convincing. He's like, "Oh, my ankle!" Oh, no.
He got
I'll ride that till the rails fall.
He got some painkillers in the halftime for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think the Eagles just let off the gas pedal too in the second half.
Yeah, they did. They should. Well, what I was surprised at was how uninvolved Miles Sanders was. The dude didn't put up anything. They didn't even get him going.
Man. I mean,
like they didn't dump off the ball to him one fucking time.
Pacheco was just dogging him too. If you look at both sides of the running game, Pacheco was just dogging Miles Sanders, man.
But my question is with Philadelphia, they have Miles Sanders, right? The whole time they could have switched up the game and thrown it to him or let him run just to change it up and see how it worked. That's the problem with the Eagles is once they find something that works, they just keep doing it. They just kept running Jalen. He just kept throwing deep balls. They didn't change up their game plan. And that's how they got stale. And Kansas City was able to like match that energy. And they kept it interesting and evolved their play call. So I don't know. I think that was their downfall is the coaching for the.
Yeah, they just didn't adjust and they got complacent. And
it's
then
ridiculous.
Patrick Mahomes was able to make plays, and like I said, Pacheco was just dialed in that second half.
What's his name? Pacheco.
And then the Eagles defense on those two touchdowns where the D-backs got confused and didn't switch, and then wide open on the left, wide open on the right. Also, I think another underlying factor was the Chiefs' offensive line and holding that Eagles front four from. I don't even think Mahomes got pass rush really or anything.
Yeah.
And if he did get pass rush, he just took off.
How many sacks did they get?
I don't think they had any, man.
I'm trying to recall one, and I don't.
I'm trying to recall a pass rush where he got rushed.
Yeah, he scrambled like a couple times.
Let's see.
That's how he hurt his ankle. He was scrambling.
Yeah,
but it's kind of weird.
Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Like for me, I think the biggest thing was that Jalen Hurts turnover, and then Pacheco just dialed in, man.
Pacheco,
excuse me. I can you saying Pacheco? Let's see if I can find a box store here. Here we go. Philadelphia defense. We got two. Quarterback got hit 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
That's it.
No sacks. Yeah, no sacks.
See, that's crazy.
Quarterback hits. Yeah.
How do you get a no sack? Like,
I mean, I don't know what to say. This is crazy, man. But yeah, give credit to Chiefs. Jalen Hurts played good enough to win the game. It was just a couple of the small details that teams that have been there and done it before with the veteran experience like the Chiefs are able to overcome, in my opinion, too.
Yeah. All right. Let's get close to wrapping this up since this is going to be a short episode. But I do want to ask you one more question. Mahomes has been in the Super Bowl 3 times and won 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's still young. What is this like? His what? 5th year, 6th year, 7th year?
I think this is his 6th year. I think he just completed his 6th year. He is 27 years of age, and he was drafted in 2017. He was drafted in 2017. Yeah, so he just finished his 6th year. His 5th year being full-time starter.
See, that right there is impressive as all hell. He's obviously a future Hall of Famer. He's getting the MVP votes. Like, I mean, he's just killing the game right now. I don't ever think I'll ever vote against Mahomes now, unless he plays the Packers, obviously.
I don't think
there's no question, right? Yeah. Who would you say has the potential to be better quarterback next year than Mahomes?
Like have a better season than him next year, assuming everyone's healthy?
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford? No.
Oh, shit. Just God.
You could make an argument for Stafford if they have a repeat of last year, 2 years ago.
You're funny as hell, bro.
So I will put Stafford up there with an asterisk. Like everything has to go right.
What? Okay.
I think Joe Burrow for sure has
the Iceman.
Yeah. Iceman, Joey Burrow. I'm gonna put a wild card in there too, Nick. You're not gonna like it, but I don't fucking care. Derek Carr.
I'm not even gonna respond to you.
It's hard to say, man, because like right now, year in and year out, assuming health is not a factor, Patrick Mahomes is gonna be top 3 quarterback.
Dude, Mahomes is a dog, bro. He's the future. Like he's great. See, and that's the thing with like I'm a huge Packer fan, and I respect Rodgers. But
do you think Rodgers will light it up in New York?
No, and it doesn't. this is that's what I'm saying is like Rodgers has had 10 years to like go back to the Super Bowl, and he hasn't. Okay,
Well, it's not his fault.
one time. Dude. Okay, so you're telling me that if he was on the Chiefs, that he would have Super Bowls as Mahomes too?
I think so. And it circles back. It
This
circles
is-
back. No, it
No.
circles back to the argument or the agreement that we've had for a good portion of the teams. The Packers didn't properly build around Rodgers, and they just expected him to throw for 400
Dude,
yards.
that's okay. Over the last 10 years, though, he has had Devontae Adams. Okay, what are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, now if you want to make a case for the last 5 years, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give
Well,
you
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm talking about. Like he's had 5 good years right there with a solid team where he could have won.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying is like Mahomes is better than Rodgers, no doubt in my mind about it. Like,
Well, who's a better coach?
he'll probably.
Who's a better coach, Andy Reid or Mike McCarthy?
That's easy. That's obvious.
Andy
McCarthy's
Reid
the
or,
worst, bro.
Andy Reid or LaFleur?
I mean, LaFleur has potential, but he's got a lot to learn. So still, LaFleur will get to that level. He could.
Mm-hmm.
But Andy Reid is probably the best coach in the NFL right now. I mean, who else are you going to take?
Right now, it's a good question, man.
Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean. I mean, yeah, Sean Payton. So certainly a possibility. Obviously, your mind goes to Bill Belichick based on legacy, but last year he had an off year.
Yeah. Well, he had an off team.
Yeah, you can make a case for Sean McVay just with how successful he's been, but
yeah, you guys almost dropped his ass.
No, he almost retired. He wanted to live his life.
Okay, retired. It's like 30 years.
No, he's been there since 2014.
No way, really?
Yeah, he's been there for that long, man. Let me look it up real quick.
No, he has not. There's no way.
Facts Entirely presented to you by
yeah, please.
Forward, man.
This will be a nice fact entirely because I had no idea. I didn't think that was the case at all.
2017 was when he was hired. Okay.
Yeah, 2017. I mean, that's what, 5 years ago?
6.
Yeah.
But he's had a good 5-year run. I mean, he's already got his coaching umbrella. Oh, Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's true. He's in the conversation. I don't know. I think the Chiefs, man, they just shut down all the haters and they've proved that they got what it takes.
And I'm about to say to Andy Reid's defense, he's the one that keeps showing up in the Super Bowl every year out of all of the names we just mentioned, you know.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Kyle Shanahan was there, you know, Sean McVay was there. Bill Belichick was there 5 years ago, whatever, but Andy Reid keeps consistently being at least in the AFC Championship game.
Way too soon. Bold predictions for Super Bowl next year. Who's it going to be?
The New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
But here's the thing: if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, they got to go to the Kansas City Invitational, aka the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead. So
might as well just call it.
Might as well just throw the white flag, right? It's hard to say, man. Like you said, it's too close to call. Assuming that the script is written properly and Rodgers goes to the Jets and they actually do good, I think that you have to have a conversation about the Jets. I think the Bills drop out, to be honest with you, unless they get a legitimate offensive coordinator.
Totally. The Bills just aren't what we thought they were.
As soon as Brian Dable left, they start crumbling at quarterback.
They're fake.
Position.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fakeness.
AFC, I think you got the normal suspects, the Chiefs, the Bengals. I think the Dolphins will take a big step forward and might contend up there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Bills, but I think the Bills are. I don't know about.
They're washing out.
We got some red flags about the Bills.
They're washing out.
Like I said, if Rodgers does go to the Jets, I mean, it wouldn't be inconceivable to see them playing.
Yes, it would.
Making a deep playoff run.
Yes, it would.
NFC in the NFC, I think you got to go with the Niners. I think you got to go with the Eagles again, assuming they stay together the way they're supposed to be.
They're gonna fall.
Niners
Chiefs, I could see, and I could also see Jason Kelce getting traded to Kansas City to join his brother, and then they fucking win
Oh,
again. Get him a ring.
I think the Rams, you can make an argument for if they're completely healthy and they played the way they did the season before this one that just ended.
Okay.
The Packers will be a big wild card for sure, and I think
That's what we always are.
and I think the Lions and the Vikings could be fighting for NFC North.
Okay. Yeah.
It depends where Jordan Love is.
inconceivable.
It just depends where Jordan Love is, you know.
I think we should just rename the Packers to Uno, like the wild card, because that's all we are. The Uno wild cards.
An arrow that goes up and an arrow that goes down, right? Oh, that's
Green Bay
reverse. I'm
Confucius.
sorry.
That's reverse.
I don't know who you got. You got what about Denver? Does Denver maybe get up there?
Hell no. Hell to the no. Dude, that team is a disaster. It doesn't matter who comes in there. It just gets worse.
Okay.
Oh, this hangover brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. Dos Hombres Mezcal. Drink like a construction worker. Taste construction worker. Smell like rubber all day long. This shit is smooth as hell, and you can drink it, and it's smooth, but it tastes, smells, and a construction zone. So if you don't like the taste of rubber, don't drink it. Smooth as hell, though.
Are we making a shark chomp bet of the week of the odds that Rodgers gets traded to the Jets?
I'll take the under. He's going to.
He's going where? One more time. Sorry, you broke up there.
He's going to Las Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, Pat McAfee was asking about that when he was at Pebble Beach and all the Raider fans heckling him to come there, and he's like, "Yeah, you never know."
Nah, he's going to Vegas. You do know. It is what it is. All right, Joe. Let's wrap this up. It's been a wonderful pleasure, you guys. Thanks for joining us on this season, our first season. Yeah, we could do a podcast and just call this season. Like, this is one season. This is football season. Now we're going to switch gears. So, yeah, anyways, in the future, guys, we're still going to be doing it once a week. Make sure you reach out and let us know what you want to talk about, okay? Because me and Joe, we're smart guys. We're very intelligent. We have lots of opinions, but our opinions are so broad that, you know, we could talk about anything, really, right? Joe, what's the greatest video game ever made?
Oh, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Bullshit.
What? Are you kidding me?
Warzone. No, first Warzone.
What do you say, Ghost or something? Call of Duty Ghost?
Call of Duty. Is that the one where they jumped off the walls?
Oh, Advanced Warfare.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Follow us on Twitter at Opinions Mostly 4. That's the number 4. Opinions Mostly 4. Watch on YouTube at Opinions, Mostly. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay. Make sure you smash that button, guys. We need to build this community together. Email us at opinionsmostlypodcast@gmail.com with all your pressing questions. I'll probably still throw up a FanDuel link because we'll be betting on basketball here and then baseball here soon too.
Baseball soon, yeah.
Let's go, baby. Let's make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make lots of money.
Actually, I did put in a basketball bet, and I don't remember what it was because I put it in last night, so I gotta go check that. But, Joe, you got anything you want to add, brother?
Go Rams, baby.
Go Rams, baby. Go Rams. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you. Peace out. Deuces. Have a great week.
Miss Scott on this episode.
Fuck Scott.